Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Good news, Big Dave is back guiding in Wisconsin Dells.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Hey, hey, John Gillespie! Hey, John Gillespie!
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome?
Holy moly! Oh my gosh! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
Who do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, folks, the Wisconsin River in Wisconsin Dells holds a special place in my heart. I've been coming up here fishing with Big Dave since 1992, and turning to Blake here, when was your first trip with Big Dave?
Well, I was born in 1993, and I think you said it was 1995. I was in a stroller, and I was 2 years old.
And you were enjoying it.
Yes,
Yeah, we caught a lot of fish. We had the whole family there.
Family out on the pontoon catching sturgeon. It's
Love
great
it.
to see you at this age. You're just phenomenal.
Well,
Thank
hey,
you.
good news, folks. Big Dave is back guiding again. He had a stroke this past year. He's had a bad back for a long time. But I got to tell you, buddy, you look great.
I feel a whole lot better, let's put it that way. Had another back surgery, and it really worked this time. So,
Well, what about your guide schedule?
as of right now, I'm wide open. I don't plan on doing it 7 days a week by any means, but I got a lot of openings, and looking forward to getting back on the water on a more regular basis.
And the cool thing about coming up to the Wisconsin River here, Dave has been fishing it for almost all his life. And what you can get here is every species. That's what's fun all year long, right?
There's always something to catch. You know, it might not be limits of walleyes every day, but you should get crappies, white bass, sturgeon, smallmouth bass fishing is phenomenal usually, and I think we're going to get some big ones of those today mixed in with some walleyes. So
I hope you brought a lot of rods for a lot of different species.
Yes, we did. Yep, we came prepared.
Hey folks, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this.
Have you ever wondered what oil goes in your vehicle or your ATV? Well, at AMSOIL, we've got some industry-leading lookup guides that we spend a ton of time maintaining. So you could type in your snowmobile, you could type in your truck, you could type in your everyday commuter car, and it'll tell you what oil, what filter, and how much of each you need. You can also add your vehicle to the AMSOIL garage, and then it's saved. So next time you need an oil change, you just click a button. For more information, check out AMSOIL.com.
Hey, Mike, is this it?
Hi Blake, welcome to Kettle Marine. This is a new Campion Rage, same boat you'll be fishing from this season.
We added a few more options to the one we built on the Campion website, but it's so great to finally see it in person.
There is a lot of buzz around this boat. The Rage is a perfect multi-species fishing boat. It's loaded with standard features for any serious angler.
The warm weather can't get here soon enough, and Pete should be here soon too. He's gonna love it.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As we talked about, we're on the Wisconsin River in the Dells with our longtime friend and guide, Big Dave Ehardt. And Blake, what we're going to do today is start out for smallmouth bass. And I love to use a wacko worm with a weedless jig here. And what are you going to start out with there?
I'm just using the Google-eyed jig and a minnow. I heard that works really well this time of year, so I'm going to try to use what works.
And Dave, you know, starting out for smallmouth bass today, do you primarily work the shorelines?
yeah, John, this time of year they're either staging the spawn or they're getting on the beds. The males will make the beds, and then these big females will move up there. And you got about 3 or 4 weeks coming now where in the spawning period where they're going to be really close to shore.
What is that on there, Blake?
Grab the net.
I'll grab it. I got the clamor coming.
Uh-oh, my coffee spilled.
Oh, well, that's part of bringing coffee on the boat. At least you're not getting hooked in the ear.
It's a nice one.
Oh, that's a nice
Dad, hurry
bass,
up.
Blake. I'm coming. Beautiful bass. Holy cow. Hey, Blake, hold that up. I mean, that thing is gigantic.
Holy.
Dave, is that pushing 5?
I would say so. It's really
Holy
close.
bass.
Wow. And what was that on?
Jig and minnow.
The Google-Eye jig and the minnow, huh?
Oh my, what a slob.
Boy, that is a beautiful fish,
Look at
isn't
that.
Yeah, it's
Hey, Dave, that's one thing, you know.
Thank
fish.
Everybody loves the Wisconsin River for the walleyes, but, you know, you and I over the years, huh?
Yeah, we've had some 100 fish a day years, and we used to get a lot like that, and there's a lot more of them coming back. It's a beautiful fish. That's a trophy fish anywhere.
I think you were the first guide I've ever fished with, and I didn't even know that you were going to be fishing with me all my life.
And how, you
I think I was
remember
3 years old.
Blake was in a stroller.
She was in a stroller. Taylor was 4 years old. Yep, I'll never forget
Well, I guess
that.
I was a baby, not
You
3
were
years
real
old.
young.
Beautiful bat and a
Wow.
Google-Eye jig with just a minnow.
Just a minnow.
Super.
Yeah,
Nice.
Fish.
slowly going off the bottom.
Yeah, they should be getting ready to go on their beds, John. So I got a feeling we're going to catch a bunch more like that, maybe even bigger.
Wow.
So that's
That
a
is
beauty,
awesome.
Blake. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
2 in a row.
Fish
Way
Two
to
in a
go.
row.
Dad, are you gonna be
Whatever
ready
you're
for
doing.
Oh,
net?
yeah, I'm ready with the net.
That's
No,
another.
you're not.
That's
All right, here we go. Here we go.
You're gonna pull hard
There
once
we
he gets
go.
by the boat.
All right, Dad.
I'm coming.
Look like a nice one jumping out of the
Oh,
water.
look at that.
Ooh, that's a good one. It's barely hooked,
That's a
Dad.
beauty.
There we go. Into the, there.
job,
Nice
Blake.
fish,
Nice
Blake. You know, that's interesting. You know, we talked about using artificial baits. And Dave, you always bring minnows in the boat, don't you?
I usually like to have some live bait, but this water temperature is a lot cooler than it should be right now.
Right.
So
Yeah.
sometimes a nice slow presentation with a minnow or a leech is really the ticket, you know. But there's very few times when you don't catch them on wackos, but this is a time now where live bait's almost essential.
Oh, I'm not really sure what I got.
Oh my gosh, she's got a turtle.
Oh, save the turtle.
well, here, Blake, you got to figure out how to do this
Well,
now.
get the
Oh,
net.
that
Oh.
poor little guy. Here, I'll scoop him up in the net here, Blake. And Dave, how do you do this, Dave? Okay, Dave. Boy, that's a big turtle, isn't it?
It is.
What kind? That's not a snapper.
No, it's not a snapper, but it's
I think it's a painted terrapin.
Oh,
terrapin,
the
yeah.
jig came out.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Aww.
Well, Blake, what do you think?
We gotta get a good picture of the
So you got 2 smallmouth and 1 turtle,
One
Blake.
big turtle.
Wow, that is a big turtle. Look at the
Yeah,
legs.
he's...
Very
Oh my
cool.
God.
Hey, Dave, what do you got there, buddy?
Oh, another nice smallie. Not
Okay,
as big
Blake.
as Blake's, but
Well, grab that clam there, Blake.
it's a nice fish. I mean, they're all nice fish. They fight so hard. This water really cooled down, and it's been a while between fish, but the sun's starting to come out, and I think it'll make a big difference.
Well, that's the deal. And, you know, it got cold overnight. Passed that right up to David. But it got cold overnight, and normally we're getting these fish on wacky worms this
Yeah,
time
and
of
they're
year.
them not to hit that, them wacko worms, they're usually just deadly no matter what time of year, but this,
What was that on, Dave?
that was on a jig and a minnow.
So cold front on the river, go back to
Go
live
back
bait.
as simple as you can.
Yep.
Minnow, leech, night crawler. Nice and fat this time of year, but it's nothing. Look how red those eyes are.
What does that mean?
That means they're getting ready to spawn. Those eyes scare the bait fish away from the nets. This is a male that's probably making the bed for the female.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Check out this deal. When you buy 3 Berkeley Flicker minnows, you get 1 free.
Hey, David, finally in the back of the boat here we got something on,
All
buddy.
right.
I think it's a small, well, let's see. There we go.
Is that a walleye?
Walleye. But no, it's been we only fished a half a day, folks. And actually what they did, Dave, was open the water up at the dam big time. And that's made fishing tough today since we caught those bass earlier, right?
Yeah, it just shut them down like crazy. It was just like night and day, like somebody hit a light switch. But it scatters the fish around, but they'll get settled in, and tomorrow I know we'll have a good day.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm, John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2021 Fishing Contest. This week's first winner is Lonnie Burkhardt of La Crosse, Wisconsin, caught this 23-inch smallmouth bass on French Lake using a shad wrap. Mike Diggins of Andover, Minnesota, caught this 31.5-inch walleye on Lake of the Woods using a minnow head. Logan Cabas of Pulaski, Wisconsin, caught this 34.25-inch brown trout on the Bay of Green Bay using a Smithwick Rogue. Brett Bradison of Green Bay, Wisconsin caught this 54-inch muskie on the Fox River using a rip and wrap. And this week's first kid winners, Croy Sosalo of Trempealeau, Wisconsin caught this 20-inch smallmouth bass on the Mississippi River using a crankbait. And Colton Southworth of Spirit Lake, Iowa caught this 41-inch northern pike on Spirit Lake using a small bluegill. Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. Check out what I found this week. When you buy a St. Croix fishing rod at a low fleet price starting at $90, you get a free $20 Fleet Farm gift card and save 22% on the Northland Rumble Shad or Rumble Stick crankbait on sale for $6.99.
We were fishing the Wisconsin River in Wisconsin Dells, a 2-hour drive from Milwaukee, 2.5 hours from Chicago, and 3.5 hours from Minneapolis.
You can't choose the weather, but you can choose to dress for it. Blackfish Performance Wear provides the ultimate sun protection and cooling comfort. With CoolCore chemical-free cooling technology, Blackfish gear wicks sweat away from your body, so it evaporates quickly, keeping you cool, dry, and comfortable. And without chemical additives, it doesn't lose its cooling properties, even after repeat use and washing. When you need protection and comfort, choose Blackfish, because you can't choose the weather.
Eagle Claw is the only hook made right here in the USA, and they also make this new EC 2.5 bait casting combo. This combo is fast action, lightweight, and is built to stand up to long-term use.
Hey, Blake, we're heading out on Green Bay tomorrow, and the weatherman said it's supposed to be really, really rough. Just to be safe, I want to put in a higher capacity Johnson bilge pump.
Dad, you don't need all those tools to change a Johnson bilge pump. All you need is a higher capacity Johnson cartridge motor. It's that simple.
Hey Blake, that is really cool. I guess I won't need these. Johnson cartridge bilge pumps. The highest capacity, the easiest to maintain, and the easiest to install. Johnson Pump, our choice for safety and reliability. Hey folks, good news. We have a special edition of Coffee Talk coming up this weekend. We'll be live on Facebook and we're going to be discussing
opening weekend. And it's this Saturday at 9:30 a.m. on our Facebook and AMSOIL's Facebook, and we're going to give you all these different tactics to be a great angler.
with some special guests.
Yes.
And you're going to give away some
Prizes.
Well, folks, it's day 2 on the Wisconsin River, and the wind has laid down, and it's supposed to be warmer this afternoon. But Ryan, the photographer, and I got up at 5:30 this morning, and we looked outside, and there was this beautiful mist coming off the river because the air temperature was in the mid-30s, and the water temperature was in the mid-50s. So you get that beautiful mist coming off the water, and you know, you just take a look around, especially when we get downriver a little bit from the Dells. It's just beautiful scenery, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous, and there's a lot of different wildlife. Yesterday I caught a turtle, so I mean, this is one of my favorite places to come and fish.
And it is like the wilderness up here. You know, you don't see a lot of other boats when you go downriver. It's not crowded, and the fishing's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good. You never know what you're going to catch.
And I think today's even going to be better.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, looks like you're going to be first today, David.
We're bass fishing. You asked me, did we ever catch walleyes? I think I got one right here.
Do you really? You need the net?
Could be. No, I can swing this one in.
What do we got there?
As soon as I get them unwrapped for my trolling motor, I'll let you know. I think it's a smallmouth.
No, smallmouth bass to start our day. Hey, you know, Blake and I were just talking, you know, that it got down into the 30s last night. That's why we didn't get an early start today. You figure midday is going to be our best fishing?
Yeah, I think when this warms up, it's going to be a great day. That's a nice start. That was my second cast, so.
And a jig and minnow.
Just a jig and minnow to start with. By this afternoon, I imagine we'll be using artificials more than live bait, but well, that's a nice start. Another one, John.
Well, I'll tell you what, you were right today that, you know, that this less wind is going to make a big difference.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, they fight.
They just are such big fighters. This isn't that big a fish, but he doesn't know it.
That's all right. We're catching the males today.
Yeah, they're back on making their bed duty right now. So.
Oh, Blake was right, though. What did she say?
She said, you know, it's cold in the morning. Let's try for the walleyes. Fisher spot where we caught the few bass yesterday, and when it warms up, the water warms up, these fish will move in, and you were absolutely right, Blake.
Way to go, Blake.
That was a good call.
Fish on!
Big fish, Blake. Big fish, Blake. All right, way to go there, Blake. Oh,
yeah,
that's what that is. All right,
man.
get them in that old clamaranzi there.
Man, they stay down.
And-
Oh, that's a nice one.
Why does Blake catch all the big fish, Dave?
Oh my God! No.
Okay, there we go, Dave. Yay.
That was a close one.
Go up there
I
with
didn't
Big
have the
Dave
net
there,
locked
Blake.
in.
That's cool,
Oh,
Blake.
that's a
Oh,
hog.
that's a tinker.
That is
well, let's see 'em.
unbelievable. Where do you see this, John?
Yeah,
It is just a phenomenal fish.
look at
Oh
that. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at
One
that
of the biggest.
fish.
No, you know, that's
Phenomenal, Blake. What a beautiful fish.
what's so cool about the Wisconsin River here, as I said earlier, Blake.
Yeah.
You get down here below the rapids, and there's nobody here, even in the middle of summer, kayakers and that.
Yeah,
but-
and they have the tour boats and stuff like that, but there's no water skiers, there's no pontoons.
and look at the quality of that fish.
Yeah, that's amazing. We're just a quarter mile around the bend from River's Edge. I mean, we're not even downriver
Yeah.
yet, but you were so smart that,
Well, you guys said, all right, we need to get some fish, let's do walleyes right away. And I'm like, no, let's do some fishing in the morning with some bass, go get walleyes, and then come back.
Look at the tummy on there,
and
too.
did you know that that's the female? I caught them 2 males in the same spot, and you fished that one out further. That was
Yeah.
smart, because I said that those bigger females aren't going to be far from them males, and
Yeah.
that's a trophy fish right there.
Ooh,
What do we
little
got
walleye.
there? Look at that, Blake.
Well, we were talking about you never know
You just
what
never
you're
know
gonna
what you're
catch,
gonna
you
No,
know?
that's not, you know, that's pretty close. That's about
Yeah,
13 and a half,
that's-
14.
Yeah, next year, even by the end of the summer, that'll be a legal fish.
Yeah, that's a good walleye.
You're pretty good
Yeah.
on the old jig and minnow. What
Yeah.
are you just kind of twitching that?
Yeah, twitching it off the bottom.
Oh, what do we got
Blake's just
here
smoking-
now?
Oh, that's a nicer one.
There's
That's a
there,
bigger
Dave,
walleye.
another walleye there. Just lift them in, Blake.
Just flip 'em in
Yeah,
now.
there you go.
Look
and
how
hold 'em
clean
up.
that fish is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that.
John, we had no high water this year to speak of. You know, normally it comes up and goes right into River's Edge's parking lot.
Right.
We didn't get that this year, and that's what triggered these lake fish. But see how pure white their bellies are?
Yeah, right.
And then if you look, they usually have white tails, but on the tips of every single one of those fins, it's got a white tip on it. That's a completely different strain of walleyes. Them are fish that
These
come
are
up
Lake
from the
Wisconsin fish, yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, here's one on the jerk minnow, Blake. Whoa, this is a big fish. This is a real big bass, Dave.
All
Get
right.
Blake that net. Get Blake that net. This is a real big boy here. Want to keep him down. Want to keep him down.
Yeah, keep his head in the
Wow.
water.
Wow. Did you see him jump, Blake?
Yes, that was cool.
Whoa,
Dad.
stay down, stay down, stay down. Don't jump again. Boy, do they battle against that current. Oh, yeah, in the Netteroonie. There we go.
Thank goodness for
hey,
that.
that felt good, folks.
That
That's
clam
our first fish on
extended.
artificial.
That is, and Dave talked about that earlier. Just let the net down. Dave talked about that earlier, folks. Wow.
Big
Look
fish,
at that
Dad.
fish.
Wow.
And that jerk minnow, barely hooked too. But Dave talked about that earlier, folks, that as the day wears on and that sun beats on the water, they're going to start hitting like wacky worms and jerk minnows. But Dave, that's a quality fish,
It's
buddy.
a beautiful fish.
Isn't that? And that fight, when I saw him jump out of the water, folks, that was really exciting. And Blake, these are just big quality bass, aren't they?
Yeah, and it's fun to catch it on an artificial, the jerk minnow. You know, that hit is just like a
Yeah, look at where that hook is too. He just barely hooked
good
there,
thing we
Blake.
have that extension.
On the clam net.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
The new Johnsonville Marketplace is now open. Recently, my dad and I went to go check it out.
Hey Blake, we're heading up north, but I'll tell you what, we're running early.
Well, let's stop at the new Johnsonville Marketplace.
Hey Blake, I'm really glad you talked me into stopping at the Johnsonville Marketplace. What a great place for a family to visit.
I know, isn't it awesome? Let's go inside.
Come on in. Welcome to the Johnsonville Marketplace.
Oh, hi, Brittany. How are you? This is awesome. It's
Wow.
gorgeous. I should mention to the folks at home that your family started Johnsonville Brats back in what year?
1945.
Right here in Sheboygan Falls.
Yeah.
Hey, look at, they got all the Johnsonville products. Let's go take a look.
Let's do it. You know, Brittany, I know Johnsonville is world famous for their Italians and brats, but I see so many different other sausage products.
We've got these specialty flavors that are only available for a limited time. We've got all of our rope sausages that people see this door and think, oh my God, I didn't know you made this many different flavors in rope. We've got all of our links and our chicken sausage and turkey.
And breakfast products too.
We do have breakfast products. We have French toast, brown sugar and honey. My favorite's the Vermont maple. We've got our fully cooked smoked ones, which are so delicious and easy. My 1-year-old son just goes to town on the turkey patties.
And Brittany, you got ready-to-go breakfast Johnsonville sandwiches and lunch sandwiches.
We do, and you can really only find them here at the marketplace. So you just pop them into the microwave for a couple seconds, and it's an awesome sausage sandwich.
Oh, Brittany, you're the worst.
Not bad, not bad. Hey, in addition to all the wonderful Johnsonville sausage here, you have a great selection of other Wisconsin food favorites, right?
We do. We've got all of the best cheeses and squeaky cheese curds. We have a Grumpy Grandpa, local Potosi beer, and then of course we have all the sausage swag you could want.
Oh, the clothes are wonderful.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh,
yeah.
look at the sweatshirt. You got a new one.
I mean, you got the funny t-shirts that are cute, but I mean, you got some really nice Johnsonville clothing.
Whether it's, on the golf course, in the workplace, or if it's just the funny slogan t-shirts that a lot of our members have come up with, there's something for everyone.
You have everything for a Johnsonville fan, and the cool thing is you're really close to the highway. If you're heading up north, stop.
Yeah, if you're heading up north to a Packer game, up to the lake for the weekend, or if you're going the other way to Milwaukee for a tailgate, come on in.
Hey, Dad, they're about to close. We got to get going.
I'm coming.
Come check out the new Johnsonville Marketplace, just a few miles off of I-43 in Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin.
The first thing that we're going to do today is attack panfish in the basin of the lake.
Just gives it a little extra flavor or smell.
Fishing jumbo perch in Devil's Lake, North Dakota. This is not too early to come out and catch walleyes, huh?
It's never too early.
This middle of May stuff for walleyes. It's cool.
It's a night and day difference putting the bait mate on.
This is ranked as one of the top smallmouth destinations in the world. And that bait mate does work, doesn't it?
It does.
Catch more fish all year long with Baitmate Fish Attractant. Check it out at baitmate.com.
Kalins Pendu jig features a patented free swinging hook. This feature gives any soft plastic or live bait an added action no fish has ever seen. As you jig it, swim it, the free swinging hook moves up and down, giving your bait or lure an unpredictable action. This jig also makes your live bait or plastic stand up when you pause it, imitating a feeding bait fish on the bottom that entices more bites. The Pendu jig comes alive. Kalins Pendu jig is available in 4 sizes and 12 colors.
Hey, David, what do you got here, buddy?
John, I don't know. I switched over to a split shot in the hook. I changed tactics a little bit.
And I'll tell you what, those are nice size, aren't they? Nice eater size.
Good eating size,
There you go, buddy. Now let's explain to the folks, it's about 10 or 15 years ago, my friend Dennis, who owns the River's Edge Resort there on Highway A,
Yeah.
he fixed some of those to eat for me. And that's where I learned to love to eat white bass, right?
Yeah, you gotta clean them. You gotta take a little extra time to get all the red off of them. But this is the perfect eating size. You get too big, they got a lot of that red fat on the center line, But once you get that off them, you can't tell the difference between these and a crappie or a walleye or anything else.
All right,
There's
David.
one, John.
Is that another whitey, do you think, buddy?
I think so. It's really doing some shaking.
What do we got there, buddy?
Oh, another whitey.
Oh, yeah.
There's a female. She's got a belly full of eggs.
And you can get them here up to 14, 15 inches.
Oh, yeah, 17 inches.
Seriously.
Absolutely.
I got one, Blake, yeah.
You need the net, Jan?
I don't think so. You catch so many of these. Oh, let's see. Where is he?
Or a walleye?
There he is.
No, that's a whitey.
There's a nice white bass right there, folks.
Look at that fat belly on that one.
And using that little Google Eye jig and just a small minnow on there.
Another one, John.
All right, David. And again, this is the slack water, folks, that we're fishing, right, Dave?
And this is just getting started, John.
There we go.
There's a little fatter one.
Perfect eating
Boy,
size
he just inhaled it, too.
But, if you do a guide trip, you can fish for the bass for a while, and then people want to take some meat home, they can do this white bass or crappie
white
stuff.
bass, crappies.
And the crappies are good here, too, right?
Oh, they're phenomenal. When you get them going, they're huge.
Your turn. Your turn.
Oh, Blake, it's the biggest one of the day. I got one, too, John.
We got a double header going. Okay, get yours in, Blake. Okay,
she got a nice
that's
one.
a nice one, Blake. That is awesome, man.
Yeah, they're fun. When they turn on, this isn't hot and heavy yet, but there's a walleye.
Yeah, you got a walleye. But look at hold those up together, you guys. and they're swimming around here together in this, back eddy.
Yeah, all feeding on the same bait.
You know, it's kind of cool too, Blake, is you see guys fishing from shore and catching these too.
Yeah, not a lot of people have boats, so it's fun to. Oh, this is a long one, I think.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Of course it is.
One,
big,
Blake. Good job.
Big fish, Blake.
Peru.
But no, that's the nice thing about the Dells too, is there's a lot of spots to shore fish.
Absolutely.
Which is kind of neat, but
yeah.
I think, this is such a big, long river. To come here and do this the right way, hire Big Dave one day, just to learn the different techniques.
Absolutely. He's been fishing this river for how many years? Over.
What do you think, Dave? 40 years?
32 with you.
32 with us.
Yeah,
so off and on
I think he knows a little bit about the river, so it's definitely worth a trip to come with him.
They fight pretty good.
Yeah, they're really fun. They make the rod bend for sure.
Big Dave Ehardt guides the Wisconsin River on a daily basis. For more information, call Big Dave at 414-803-7160, 414-803-7160.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Well, now you can with Fleet Rewards. It's free to sign up and there's no credit card required. Using Fleet Rewards is easy. Earn points every time you shop. Plus, get exclusive member offers, birthday and anniversary perks, free tire rotations, and more. Download the Fleet Farm app or create an account at fleetfarm.com/rewards to start earning points today. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955.
Yamaha is giving away a brand new Grizzly XTR, and you have a chance to win.
That's right, Blake. The Grizzly XTR is the best performing ATV in its class, with superior capability, all-day comfort, and legendary durability. The Grizzly boasts a powerful 700cc engine and features on-command four-wheel drive and power steering.
To enter is simple. Just go to GillespieFishing.com or visit your participating Yamaha dealer.
Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps? Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set? Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
If you want to know how the best anglers always seem to find fish, stay on fish, and be in the right place at the right time, don't ask them. Just look at the name on the side of their boat. The one that's built 10 million motors, shallow water anchors, and more. No angler's gonna tell you their secrets, but they don't have to, because you already know. Minn Kota, fish for more.
You know, Dave, a lot of people have been wondering where you've been, how you're doing, how you're feeling, and look at you. You're feeling great. You're back on the boat and you're back guiding, right?
Yep, back guiding. I went through some tough times, but it feels really good to be back and great to be with you guys again.
Well, you are
it's been
definitely
a long time.
Yes, and you're definitely family to us, so thank you.
Thank you, Blake.
And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet, but we'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm Blake Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Wood.